Hello, my friends. This is your happy stamper lady, Rachel Markin, helping the creative you shine through. Welcome to Christmas in July with a twist, because I like to do everything a little differently. All right, let's take a look real quick at my blog site. So on here, what you will notice is that you can access pretty much everything. You can access my catalogs, you can order, you can access my website from here, my Facebook page, my YouTube videos, and my Instagram. So I would love it if you went to happystamperlady.art.blog and subscribed today, and then you'll have access to everything else that I am doing. Hello, my friends. Okay, so as we get started today, I am recovering from walking pneumonia. I'm a little slow on the take, and it has taken me about 2 weeks to try to figure out how to even do all of this, which is fine. I'm trying to be kinder to myself and work with my parameters where they are at the moment. I'm not always great at that, but I am certainly trying. So today, the concept is, and I'm going to be doing this every week for the next 4 weeks in July, is I'm going to do a Christmas card, and then I'm going to do a twist with different paper and different colors and create a different card using the exact same tools. So you have a Christmas card and then another fun card to show you the versatility of our stamps and our products. So Joyful card is what we're going to do today. And the Joyfold card, you'll notice I always try to have the notebook up here, and I try to have all the measurements for you so that if anytime you get lost or you want to come back to something, you'll have the measurements. So the main base of this card is 8.5 by 4 1/4, and that is very different than most cards that I make. And then you score it at 5.5. So you end up having this card that you have like this open space and this flap here, and then you make a mini card, and that is 8 inches this way, by 3 inches, and score at 4 inches. So then you have a big main base card, and you have this mini card, and that makes up your Joyfold card. And then you can use it this way or this way. We're going to make our cards up and down today. Okay, so I want to talk about a couple different things today. Let's first talk about the main stamps that we're going to use. Mini catalog is live. Super, super excited. There are so many fun and cute new items in this catalog that you are going to adore. And you can order at any time. Like I said, if you go to my blog site, you can access the catalog, and then you also can go and order. So in the mini catalog, here's the items that we're using. We're going to use this Vintage Christmas. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? I love these bottles. And I wanted to show you, they match. The Bottled Happiness is from the annual catalog. And last week in my blog, I did a vintage card that used this bottle. Super, super cool. So this is like a companion piece. I love it when Stampin' Up! Does that. And that means that this also matches the bottle punch. Super, super great deal. So today we're going to be using the bottle, and we're going to be using A Very Merry Christmas to You. But there are many things you can do with this, and this is kind of what I want to talk about. All the versatile things you can do, just you're limited by your imagination. I'm sure you've heard me say that before. So the bottles, look how gorgeous they are when they are stamped. I love the lines in the bottles. And then they fit right in that punch. Okay, punch it out, and you are good to go. And you notice I had a line of them. I want to talk to you about that real quick. I do what is called assembly line stamping. And what that means is that I shouldn't say never, but I pretty rarely make just one card. I at least make 5 of a card, and in this instance, like each set of Christmas cards I'm going to make 20 of that card. So assembly line is very important, and it's important for the stages of my life that I am in right now. where I need to stop and maybe just set a timer for an hour and do something, rest, go back, rest a lot, go back. And I'm learning to listen to my body better, and that's important. That's very important for me. Okay, the next item that we're going to use from the mini catalog is Snowman Magic. You have me at snowman. They are magical, and I love snowmen. But what I wanted to focus on, we are going to use, it's the most magical time of the year. I actually really love that saying. But we're going to focus on these hats. Oh, there's the, okay. So the little hats, the scarves, and there are sun hats in this same snowman set, and there are little pearls. So you have unlimited options. You're not just limited to Christmas. You have a lot of options. Look at that little bunny and the bird and the heart. So, you know, you could think ahead to Valentine's Day, super cute cards, and even snowmen are good for the winter. So lots of versatility in that. Okay, last thing from the mini catalog is the DSP called Sweetest Christmas. So I want to show you the papers. Now, this originally comes in 12 by 12. I cut it, love it, chop it. If you don't know what that is, I have a Sew Now What video in my YouTube videos, Happy Stamper Lady. If you look for Happy Stamper Lady, you're going to find me. And it is a Sew Now What, how to do, love it, chop it. I didn't come up with it. It is my friends Kylie and Bruno Bertucci. Hello, Kylie and Bruno. Brilliant idea, and it makes card fronts. So one sheet of 12 by 12 will give you 6 card fronts for your cards. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Now that is USA size. I will tell you that. That's USA size. So this is one side, and then this is the other side. Super cute. I don't know why I mean, these are traditional colors. I like all Christmas. I like to do it all different ways. But I do like those traditional colors. I think they're really, really pretty. Now, you saw 5 sheets, so there is a 6 sheet, and I do want to show that to you. So you have stripes. This is 12 by 12, so I have not cut this yet because I will end up cutting out these candy canes. Now, I didn't use the candy canes on this card, but watch for the Christmas in July. Those candy canes will get used, I assure you. And I also wanted to tell you there is a matching stamp set and die cut set that will cut out those candy canes for you if you're interested in those. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is celebration. Now, what is celebration? Celebration is something that happens twice a year now. I have to remember that, twice a year. So the mini catalog went live July 1st, and so celebration is also live July and all of August. And what that means is that Stampin' Up! Kind of gives you a twist as well, where if you purchase $50 worth of product, you get something free from Celebration, or if you purchase 100, you get something free from Celebration, and that is unlimited. Now, I love that because, well, one, it's unlimited, and then you can just shop as much as you want. So this catalog will happen in July, August, and January, February, I believe. So super, super cute products for you to choose from. We are going to be concentrating on these hippos, and then if you spend 50, you could get dies. These beautiful cards and envelopes, this sketch set, watch for that. You'll be seeing that. This beautiful gold and silver paper. These lovely words are 100. This is 100, these dies, and they match a set in the mini catalog. Super, super smart. And then we're going to concentrate on this today, which is flowers and paper. So let's take a look at that. This set is called Wonderful World. These gorgeous flowers, I'm not even going to pretend. If you do know flowers, you can certainly tell me what they are. I'm saying this is some kind of cottage rose. It looks like a rose to me. But they're really, really beautiful flowers. So you get the stamp set and you get the paper. And those wonderful hippos, which we'll visit in a minute. So this is the paper. So you have a flower side. Okay, look at those beautiful colors. So you got a flower side with gorgeous colors, and then on the other side you have like little mini flowers, stripes, some leaves, and I love this beautiful pattern. Now that's only 4, you say. You are correct. The one of the 12 by 12 piece of paper had all of these lines of flowers, and I have cut them out into little tiny squares. And then I will cut those flowers out individually. And then this is the back of the paper if you wanted to use the pink side, which is lovely, but I just like getting the most use with all those flowers. And then the last piece of paper, you're not even ready for this piece of paper. Oh my gravy, are you kidding me? Look at these gorgeous flowers. And then you can cut them, which I am going to do, so that you have all these beautiful individual flowers. I love it. I love it. Last but not least are these incredible hippos that make me so happy. And they have die cuts so that you can have your individual little hippos. So, along with the assembly line, what would I do? What does that look like? Well, I would have a pile of bottles ready. I would have a pile of hippos. I would have a whole bunch of hats and scarves and summer hats. And then I would take my time. So my friend Nikki Smith really helped me with this to like set a timer so that one day I would do all my bases for my paper, for my cards, because these are my Christmas cards. Remember, I wanted to do 20, and then cut all my DSP, and just do it in stages, and that is okay. I'm not always great with that, and I'm not always great at giving myself permission to do that. I'm not sure why. I am working on figuring out how to be more loving and kind to myself, because I am not always. I am with other people, and in fact, I will lecture other people to be kind to themselves and to take care of themselves, and then I'm not so great. But I am getting better, and I love having accountable people who will stick with me, people who have been in darkness themselves, or maybe they haven't, but they just love me where I am. And I appreciate people who stay with me and don't get tired of me and don't want to be with me anymore. Because you need those kind of people in your life. You need those people who are going to be in it with you. And so I appreciate that. And people who hold me accountable and say, are you resting? My friend Shauna sometimes will be like, are you eating? Because I'm not great at eating. So yeah, my friend Teresa will be like, I think it sounds like you need to rest today. Sometimes even when we want to visit, because she loves me and she's like, I'm not going anywhere, but you need to rest today. So I really appreciate that. And my sister's been great about it too. So got loving people in my life that I'm super grateful for. Okay, let's talk about how we make these cards, because they're super, super fun. And once you do your steps, I guess, your different pieces, they're really not so bad to put together if you do them in stages. They're not so bad. I did want to share with you, because I guess I want to really work on being real. You can watch a video and think, oh wow, she's got it all together, like look at her like doing this and she looks all good. I have pajama pants on. I will tell you that right now. They're pajama pants that I'm wearing. I got dressed to look nice for the video, and then I'll look like a derelict slob again. And I spilled tea on some of my DSP today, and I had to do the video 3 times. So there's my not perfect life, people. There's my not perfect life. I'm just going to share it with you. Okay, so remember this card. Okay, remember the card base. So in this part of the card base, you're going to have a piece of DSP that measures 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And that is the Love It Chop It size. So you do Love It Chop It paper, boom, you're sticking your Love It Chop It in there. Easy peasy. This piece of paper down here, the 4 by 1 inch, at the end of Love It Chop It, you're left with this little strip of paper. Do I have one that I can show you? Yes, I do. You're left with this little strip of paper after you do Love It Chop It. And if you cut this at 1 inch, it fits in the bottom section, and then the other piece fits in the top part that you have in your little mini card. So no wasting of paper when you do it that way. And then all you're left with is this little piece that you need to cut, which is 2 3/4 by 1.5. So there you go with the paper. When you're cutting it and you do the love it, chop it, you can kind of get a pretty good rhythm of getting your paper down, and that's awesome. Now, let's talk about this gorgeous rose that I stamped in this card. We're going to stamp that gorgeous rose together. It's one of the tips and tricks I want to share with you that you might know or you might have seen and you might have forgotten about. I don't do it very often, but it is a stunning result. So did you know that with our Stampin' Write markers, not our Stampin' Blend markers, these have to be Stampin' Write markers, you can color directly onto your stamp and then put it on your paper. Gorgeous. So you start with your lightest color, apologies. Blushing Bride, Sweet Sorbet, Cherry Cobbler is my rose. And then the leaves are garden green and the stem is Sahara Sand, just in case. I don't want to forget to tell you the colors. So you start with the lightest, and I use the brush side. And you like just a circle. I'm just coloring a circle in the center of that flower with the Blushing Bride. And then I'm going to go around that circle with the Sweet Sorbet. Okay, and the nice thing about this is that there is no, it's not precise. You're just kind of coloring around. And then you're going to hit the edges of that flower with that deep cherry cobbler. Okay, and then you want your leaves. So you've got your garden green. You want to get all the leaves, and don't worry about it drying out. I know my husband was asking me how I accomplished this flower. It is kind of magical when you do it, but don't worry about it. Color everything in first. And I got to get my stem in there, and then you're going to breathe on it. That doesn't sound magical, but that is what you do. My little breathing technique. And then you stamp on, and voila, look at that gorgeous flower. Can you see the oh, there you go. Look at the beautiful detail in that flower. It is stunning. So there's your flower. And then you're going to put on your bottle, because we wanted the flower to be on there first. So I put dimensionals on my bottle. And then I'm going to come around and I'm going to cover up that stem, and voila, you have this gorgeous flower popping out of your bottle. Isn't that beautiful? Now, we want to do a little saying on the front, and that saying, a very Merry Christmas to you, super cute, comes from the new vintage bottle set. There you go, really nice and easy. And that is in real red. So the colors of the sweetest Christmas paper are real red, garden green, Sweet Sorbet, and Pool Party. I like that they put Pool Party in there because that's a little bit different. That's a little off the beaten path. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to color in our hippo, but we're going to color in our hippo differently. And what I mean by that is, sorry, I just wanted to get make sure I got all my pieces there. What I mean by that is we're going to do watercolor. So, Stampin' Up! Has declared that July is watercolor month. And that was a challenge for me because I find that I like my Stampin' Blends and I color with them a lot. And so I had to stretch myself, which is good. That's good. Sometimes the twists and challenges are good because they test you and then it makes you kind of get out of your comfort zone. So you color with the colored pencils, and then you take your blender pen and you go over it, and it makes it soft and beautiful, and suddenly you have this beautiful cute little hippo. So I want to show you the difference. because it is unattractive. Let's get it up close. Can you see that? It is not attractive when you color with the pencil. I mean, it doesn't look very nice with the watercolor pencils. But when you blend and you do just that soft blend, suddenly look, you have this really cute, beautiful hippopotamus. Now, we're not going to color her body because we created a tutu for her, which I also love. So you notice, I mean, I do want to stay in the lines. You don't want to not be out of the lines, but you're not coloring for precision. You're just coloring to get a little bit of color on there, and then you're coming back in with your blender pen, and voila, you have this really pretty look for your hippo. Really simple, really easy. We have two, they call them just assortments of colored pencils, two different sets of the watercolor pencils with some of the different colors. I mean, it's not all the color families, obviously, but I think the two assortments do a pretty good job of hitting kind of all the main colors that you would want, and they are really pretty. And so I am really glad that Stampin' Up! Challenged me to do the watercoloring, because sometimes you do need to just get outside of yourself. Get outside of your rut and do something different. Okay, so there she is, her cuteness in her little gray. And then I used Calypso Coral. I know that isn't the color, that isn't red or Sweet Sorbet, but it matches. It looks really nice when you're done. She looks really cute with that. And I needed to have her little ballet slippers. And so you're going to do the same thing, and you're going to come along with your blender, and you're going to color those out so that they look really nice. And then I'm going to show you one more watercolor technique. So then you can take your stamp pad, or if you don't have that color but you have the ink, like if you have the refill ink, you can do that too. Because what you're going for is the ink in the top of the stamp pad. That's what you want. And you're going to take that blender pen, and you're going to pick up a little bit of that ink, and then you're going to color her cute little nails, because you know she's a ballerina. She's got to have like her cute little nails going on, and her cute little ears. Got to give her some color in her ears. And then I kind of felt like I liked it just like around her little nose, that she should have just a little bit of color around her nose. Not have to, I just thought it was cute. I just liked it. Okay, and so far there is our adorable little ballerina girl. Hello. I love these little hippos. Okay, now what we're going to do, and I thought I had one, get all prepared. So what we're going to do, and I'll just show you a plethora of them. We're going to make a tutu for her. How do you do that? You can do that yourself. You can make clothing for your little ones if they like already have, like she already has like a tutu. So I stamp her right on the DSP and just cut out the tutu. Brilliant. I did not come up with that either. I did not come up with the brilliant ideas. I just learned to love everybody else's brilliant ideas and go, yeah, that's good. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to case that. The nice thing with Stampin' Up! Is that they encourage it. So if someone comes up with an idea, they love for you to share their ideas. That's what we do as a Stampin' Up! Community, and I love that. I love that there isn't a competition, and people genuinely are kind and are like, oh, yeah. How about it? Yes, to her adorable tutu. And then she needs to have a little hat, right? She needs to have one of the little hats. Now, the thing with the hats and scarves and the summer hats, that whole set from the snowman set, I will tell you, there are die cuts for that too. So you could just like sit down one day and like cut out a ton of hats and do that kind of stuff. So super easy. So how does the mini card and the main card base go together to make a joy fold? You take the back of the mini card and add your adhesive. I like my glue. If you watch me, you know here in Ohio, we like the glue. And so you're going to attach it. I kind of go like up in the middle. I keep it in the middle and more up toward the top because what you're going for is the magic of the Joyful Flap. Look at how beautiful when you have those colors and then voila. And then you have space to write and there's your It's the Most Magical Time of the Year. And you have this gorgeous card put together. Isn't it super fun? Now, the other thing is we need to attach our little hippo. So, we're going to do dimensionals on one side, and then on her little ballerina foot, we're going to give her a little bit of glue so that she can have her little ballerina foot on the bottle. Yes to that magic, right? Then the last piece de resistance for our Christmas in July card are these lovely red and green adhesive back pearls. They are also from the mini catalog, and I like the red one in the center of the flower. Actually, I thought it was really beautiful. And my dad was here visiting me today. Hi, Dad. I love you. I love it when you visit. And he said, I think that you should give the little hat. That pearl just jumped right on my hand. I think you should give the little hat a pearl at the top because I think it needs a little pearl. If it will get off my finger. Or not. Okay, yes, Dad, to the pearl on the hat. Look how stinking cute that is. I'll tell you what, you're going to see me use these hippos like it's my business. Like, I'm going to keep using them until Sale-A-Bration over. It's like, you'll be like, Rachel, I'm sorry, did you come up with another card with the hippo? Yes, I did. Okay, so how do we take a Christmas card and give it a twist and come up with a summer card in the same idea? So, Joyfold, you have DSP here, DSP here. Remember the cutout flowers I talked about? We cut out our flowers here. We did some DSP strips. All of the measurements are up there on the notebook, remember. We did another cute flower. And then what we need to do is our sayings inside and outside. So on the outside of this one, you put the vase down first and then you put the flower. And it's okay if the flower goes over as long as it doesn't, go past your main card. But it is not okay for the flower to go over on the top because then when you open it, it messes it up and doesn't let you open it. So I just wanted you to know that. So let's go ahead and do words. So on the front, we're going to do You're So Hip because hello to that cuteness. And then on the inside, we're going to do You Really Are the Best. You really are the best. I love it. I love it. I just think these hippos are adorable. And wait till you see her all summered up and you're like, yes to the hippos. You are going to want the hippos, I'm telling you. Okay, so then you've got your saying inside. So what are we missing? Our hippo. Okay, so I already colored her. I didn't think you needed to watch me color twice. And actually, I already did the dimensionals, but I need to do the glue on her little ballerina foot, right? You got to get the glue on the ballerina foot. And then, let's go ahead and put her down. Yes, to the cuteness. And then she gets a summer hat. I just feel like this hat, I don't know why, but I feel like suddenly she's Audrey Hepburn with her little summer hat. She makes me so happy. I love Audrey Hepburn. Any Audrey Hepburn fans out there? I just found and ordered, I was having a hard time finding it, How to Steal a Million. That is not, that's probably maybe a lesser known with Peter Fonda, I believe. Maybe Henry Fonda. Maybe Henry Fonda. Anyway, super, super great movie. You need to check that out. Look at her with that. Are you kidding me with her little Audrey Hepburn hat? And then she needs to hold a little flower because, yeah, why not? Why not? Why not give her all the cuteness, right? Hello. See that cuteness. So, Christmas in July with a twist means you're going to take let me move this. You're going to take a Christmas card, and with the same premise, but you're going to change out your DSP and you're going to change out your colors, obviously. You're going to come up with a summer card, and you still use the bottles and the hippos, and you still use the same card fold. Do you love the concept? So this is my little ballerina girl. Let's see what else we can find, because I have some other ones done here, because you have to do all the hippos, right? We had to do all the hippos. We can't not be without the hippos. Okay, so look at her. A different take on my little girl, and another different take on my little girl with the bottles. And ta-da! Take a picture. I'm so happy. Yay! Okay, so this is the ballerina girl, but you got to see them all. All right, so then you have Winky Girl. That's what I call her. Winky Girl. Look at her with the flower. And the flower's the same. So that same thing that I showed you how to make that flower, that's the same on every one of my Christmas cards. And then you can change up the hats. And I thought she should hold flowers. I am going to go back and do what my dad suggested and give them all a little pom-pom on their head as well. And then look at her. Oh, my gravy. She is just adorable with these flowers. And look at the beautiful paper and the flowers. I just adore it. It's just really, really pretty. Okay, one more sec, we got one more hippo, and then we're all done. So then we have this adorable hippo who got a scarf, right? And a hat, and they'll get the pom-pom. And then this is where the pearls came in. Look, she gets a little thing of pearls with her little hat. Come on. Are they not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Like, seriously. They make me a little bit giddy when I look at them. I just adore them. I think that they are the absolute cutest. Let's see if we can fit one of each in there. So let's get Winky Girl. And let's see if we can get Ballerina Girl in the picture. Can we get Ballerina Girl in the picture? Oh, yep, I think so. We can get Ballerina Girl. So there you go. You get one of each. All right, we'll do it up and down like this. We'll do all the Christmas up here and all of those down here, one of each. Yay! Take a picture. I love it. Okay, Christmas in July with a twist. All right, let's go to the front screen. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, talk about imperfection. What is that curl that has gone a little bit cuckoo? Okay. It was like bobbing in my eyeball. So, what am I going to tell you to do? Go and make the world a better place, my friends. This world is full of enough turbulence, full of enough strife. We need to be loving each other. We need to be kind. We need to be uplifting each other. We need to be helping each other in the hard places, right? We need to find ways to help each other. And don't forget, go check out my happystamperlady.art.blog. You can order from there. I'll help you order at any time. If you have questions, you can access the catalogs from there. You can access my Facebook page from there. And make sure you leave a comment. I would love for you to leave a comment. And nobody's named the hippos yet, and I kind of would love to hear some names for the hippos as well. Okay, so until I see you again, my friends, go make the world a better place. And I bid you adieu.